Hello guys, this is Roy69501 and welcome. Well, on this video I'm going to give you my thoughts for Batman Robin Eternal issue number 11 and number 12. Look at that cover. Awesome cover. So let's start with number 11 now. Look at that cover. When I first saw this cover, I was like, okay, what the hell is going on here? Too much. It looks too busy. It's kind of like the 60s, you know. Reminds me of the 60s. Look at that. All those colors and circles and all that. Well, but once that I read the story, I understood the cover, which later on I will explain what's the connection between the cover and the story. Now, I have to say that this cover is just one of the few covers that actually makes sense with the story. And later on, I will say why. Okay, let's get started. Issue number 11. Well, here we see Bluebird and Dick Grayson on or in the sculptor's house. This happens to be this woman here. You see, she has the ability or the power kind of like to get into your mind. Well, not into your mind. I guess so, but according to the story, she can get your mind inside of her, so that way you can see and feel what she has on her mind with all the past experience that she had. Kind of like Xavier, in a way. So here, Bluebird and Nightwing are searching for David Kane. So, to understand her side of the story, she had to tap into Nightwing's mind, which Nightwing said, well, you cannot do that because my mind, it has kind of like a lock and key, which I don't know that aspect of Dick Grayson because I do not read the Grayson series, so I have no idea what he's talking about. So Bluebird, she decides to do it. Okay, look, I'm gonna be your guinea pig. So I'm gonna tap into your mind, so that way I can see who Mother really is, so that way you can find out who you really are dealing with. So the connection happens, and boom, here we are. Now, all this is happening on the sculptor's mind. So we see here Kane training Cassandra. On this issue here, it tells you the story of Cassandra. It's so good. You see, the thing about Kane was that he was training his own daughter to become the perfect killer. Kind of like offering to Mother. The thing is that the reason why Cassandra doesn't talk is because he teach her not to talk. I say, look, you don't need to talk or listen to words. You just have to listen to the body language. So he kind of like makes Kane to develop all the senses. So he trained her. And train her. And to make her a killer, what Kane did, Cassandra's father did was, as we can see here, he put her in a chamber. And that chamber was full of people. So what Kane did, he just beheaded every single person that was locked in that chamber in front of his daughter, to make her get used to of death, kind of like not to be afraid of death. That's what he did. So psychologist-wise, Cassandra, she is crazy. She's worse than Joker's daughter. I mean, she's beyond fixed. I mean, she's just gone. Her mind is just gone. So the thing is that he was killing people in front of her over and over and over and over, to the point where she got stone cold. So to make sure that she learned, well, they went one of those fight clubs, and they get the best opponent to fight against his daughter. Eventually, she won. So he was pleased by it. He said, well, she is ready. So what he did, he introduced his daughter to mother. He went to the temple and said, look, here's my daughter, and I trained her on by the old ways. Try to prove mother that the old ways are better than the modern ways. So mother, she feels betrayed by it. She did not like it. And she kind of slapped it, smack it. And he says, how can you do that behind my back all these years? And if you thought that was pleased, well, you are wrong. Never questions my orders again. So mother walks away and she said, look, you disobey me one more time and you can be replaced. So they became, he kind of like, well, it's not that we're gonna prove her what's going on. The thing is that from there they go to Gotham City. Now remember, all this is going on inside the sculptor, the woman with the sunglasses, mind. So they are in Gotham City, and we you can see there's blood all over the place, and there's kind of like a silhouette here, killing a woman, and the woman is pleading for her not to be killed. And that person, the killer, happens to be Cassandra Cain. You see, Cassandra Cain, there's one part here of the story which is the key panel with two balloons that says Cassandra, she was trained to be the way she is. She was not born to be with it, to be a killer. So just right there is telling me that Cassandra has a little bit of conflict, even though that she was trained to kill. Without question, without remorse, without nothing. Just like for her to go out and kill people is like maybe for you and for me to have a sandwich. As normal as it can be. So the thing is that from there we go where we see Batman talking with Mother. You see, the thing is that on the previous issue we saw that Batman, he was disappointed with Dick Grayson. So while all that's going on, Dick Grayson heard Bluebird call his name, Batman. So Dick Grayson woke him up, which is not supposed to do that because the brain, they can be fried. But Dick Grayson, he did not care because he wants to know. So he makes the sculpture and says to her, bring me to Batman now. And this is the end of issue number 11. Now, to the cover. Well, once I read the story, I understood this cover. You see this person here? Well, this is the sculpture. And here is Bluebird and Nightwing. In all the rest of the covers are memories. So basically the whole cover is about memories. That's why I said that the cover makes sense after I read the story. I mean, it's excellent story. Now to issue number 12. Now look at the cover. Look at that. I just love this cover. Okay, issue number 12. Okay, finally Dick Grayson made the sculptor to tap into her mind and take him where Batman is. The thing is that before that, the sculptor tells the story of her life story. You see, the sculptor, she was the sculptor, as her name goes, because she used to take the mother's children and she sculpted them the way that she wanted because she had that psychic power. So she take a kid and mess up the brain to her liking, so they can make the kids do whatever they want to. Now all those kids grow up, and some of them they become businessmen, doctors, lawyers, politicians, you name it, and they are sleeping cells, just waiting the call from mother to do what they were trained to when they were kids. Now this is the twist that I like. I'm telling you, this story is getting so good. So here we see Cain as a kid with the sculpture. You see, she wants to have like Adam and Eve. So for mother, the sculpture and David Cain were Adam and Eve. So they were having dinner and all that. So years passed by, and he finds Cassandra. So I believe that Cassandra is not his real daughter, blood-like. So we see how Cassandra was growing up, what mother doing with their children. They even put some of the children to have death match. 2 walks in and 1 goes out. The other one is dead. That's how she trains them. She trains them with everything, all kind of knowledge, computer, electronics, you name it. So they continue traveling, talking about her. So Dick Grayson, he get desperate and said, take me to Batman. Finally, she took him where Batman is talking with Mother. You see, the connection between Mother and Dick Grayson is that somehow Batman felt so disappointed with Dick Grayson that he wants a new Robin. So he went to Mother. He told Mother, look, the Robin that I had before, well, his disappointment, I wasn't strong enough with him, I wasn't tough enough, so he's kind of like a whip in my eyes. So Mother says, look, don't worry, relax, Batman, although she knows that Batman and Bruce Wayne are the same one, believe it or not. So here they are talking. While Batman and Mother are talking, Dick Grayson is listening to the whole conversation. So Dick Grayson finds out that he was betrayed by Batman. The thing is that the sculpture, she did not want Dick Grayson to be there, to listen to that conversation, because she knew that once Dick Grayson will listen to that, he will be hurt real bad. And that's why Batman feels bad about a mistake that he did back then. Although to the story, the sculptor tells Dick Grayson, well, don't blame Batman, blame Mother. Influence. So it seems like the influence of Mother, the influence of Mother to Batman, make Batman did what he did. So here we see a confrontation between Batman and Dick Grayson. Finally, they pop up out of that. So what they did was that Dick Grayson wants the sculptor help to find Mother. And she said, look, I cannot go. Because, well, she's my boss. But I can give you everything I have in my mind for you to find out. All the clues. Because she actually have no physical address to say, okay, look, go to this boulevard on the 2nd building, 5th floor, room 107, there's where she is. Well, she has no physical address. But with all her memories, can make Dick Grayson tie the nuts, beat them pieces, to find out where she can be, because she fell off the grid. So nowhere should be found. So she left the sculpture. So from there we go to a cave, as we can see here. And we see a lot of dead people here. And some footsteps. Stained blood footsteps. And who we see at the end? Cassandra Cain. So Cassandra Cain, she killed all these people. Now here on this panel, the last page, is telling me that Cassandra, even though she was trained to do what she's supposed to do as a natural thing, she's having conflict. She has a conscience. That's the part where Dave Cain, her father, cannot tap to it because she has a conscience, because she was trained to do that, not born to do that. That's the difference, because if somebody's born to do what she's doing, they can do it. They will have no remorse because they were born to do that. Now, when you are trained to do that, eventually the conscience is going to start to work. And just this panel only, it told me the whole story about Cassandra. So here's issue number 12 and number 11. I had to say that the story is getting better, better, and better. I love the story of Cassandra Cain. I love it. It's very good. I can tell why she is the way she is. I mean, to be honest with you, she went through hell and back. So she's trying to redeem herself. That's why we saw Cassandra Cain in the beginning of this weekly. So overall, I'm very pleased with the story. It's getting better, better and better. So if you're not reading it, go and get it, because it's really good. I love it. So I will give issue number 11 and issue number 12 4.5 out of 5. Now remember, when I give it a 3, I do not like it. I give it a 4, it's average. If I give it a 5, it's the best of the best. And these two so far are 4.5 out of 5. Excellent story, like the direction, everything about it. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. Till later.